Good morning, welcome back to my channel. We are on the go already. I woke up at like 5:45 without an alarm and was like, literally, what the hell? So I went back to sleep for a couple hours, woke up at like 7, and then decided, hey, let me have a cup of coffee and go to a hot yoga class at 8. So that's where we're on the way to. Oh, welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, I'm Alex. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm currently 8 weeks out, and this is the prep series.
Cocky as fuck, everything by me popping, got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, I hustle, I get it, I get it, I get it.
Today is a rest day. It is my full rest day. I say as I'm on the way to a yoga class, but I don't have fasted cardio. I don't have a lift to do. I just need to hit a step count, and to me, hot yoga is restful. It is restful, but gosh, I can feel it and see it in my posing, like this right side, there's something wonky with it, and I don't have a massage for a couple of weeks, so I'm just gonna do what we can with like some mobility work and some hot yoga. I'll probably take a hot bath tonight. What did I tell you about wearing your seatbelt? As of yesterday, 8 weeks out. Last week I had a conversation with my coach that made me feel very hopeful about making it in 8 weeks, although I look at myself and I feel like I'm very soft for being 8 weeks out. And then, I don't know, Friday I had a fucking emotional breakdown. It was the hardest mental day that I've had yet. You know, just horrible body image, felt like throwing in the towel. Like, I don't know, it was a hard day. And obviously I did not. I still checked all my boxes, and I'm doing all of the things that I'm supposed to. My boyfriend is so supportive and sweet. I like canceled plans with him. I was like, I really don't feel like hanging out. I just kind of want to take a bath and go to bed. And so he like ding dong ditched me and brought me a little bouquet and a card that had a very sweet, encouraging message in it, and it feels so good to be supported. It's also simultaneously like really hard to accept, you know, to show any of that kind of weakness. It's one thing to be like telling everybody on the internet after I've already like, you know, wrapped it up and figured it out, but it's completely another to be vulnerable like in the moment and be like, hey, I'm struggling, I don't feel so hot, whatever. So, I don't know, I really, really appreciate his support and encouragement a lot. But I woke up Saturday, I was like super inflamed. The reason why I was having a bad body image day, I was super inflamed. I woke up like 3 pounds heavy. I looked as watery as I felt. And it just really got to me. It got to my head because I know that I'm kind of like under the gun for timing. And so, yeah, it just got to me. But then I woke up, you know, yesterday and today on my way back down. I haven't hit like a new low, but I think after today's rest day I will. And yeah, it is what it is. But it's like, I don't know, I feel a little bit jerked back and forth because last weekend I had a conversation with my coach. I'll insert clip here.
Like I said, worst comes to worst, I usually like one and done deals, right? Where we just like show up, swing for that overall kind of win, and just end it. But like, we need to be completely bone peeled for that, and I think we're going to be pretty darn close to it. I don't know if we're going to be 100% bone peeled. Worst comes to worst, we decide, it's like, look, we're not going to be bone peeled, we're going to be very close, and then we have a plan B backup. Your body's so responsive, we have it in such a good spot that we'll kind of take things as the chips as they fall. Junior Nats on the board for right now. Have it so that you can do a change flight if you need it. I don't think we're gonna need it. I'm gonna be pushing you pretty hard. Really the intensity on this cardio is really where I want you to win right now, is like get your heart rate elevated. No, let's just continue pushing forward. Junior Nats on board. I'll give you the heads up going to the show. If I'm like, we're like 2 to 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, I'll have a pretty good idea.
And that just really made me feel like, yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna get this. Everything is gonna happen on time. And then, you know, I don't know. I know that as long as my body responds, I can get down the like 8 pounds or so that I need to be in order to be stage ready. I don't know. So we're just gonna take it day by day. and check all the boxes with passion and intention, and it's gonna be fine. Oh my gosh, that felt so good. You know, I just got some like nagging aches and pains. Where the fuck are my greens? Found them. Unfortunately, greens are out of stock right now. So sorry. But I do know that there's a restock on the horizon. But we just had a Buff Chick call on Friday. And they're working very diligently to keep core products in stock. I think that just the general like popularity of the brand and the growth of the brand has just you know, exceeded their expectations. And honestly, what a great company to work with. Quality products. Everybody that works there, salt of the earth. I'm revisiting the iced tea lemonade flavor. I don't know if that's one of the ones that's restocking, but I am revisiting it because it turns out that I really love the pre and pump in the iced tea lemonade flavor, which was a shock to me. Anyway, enough about Buff Chick. I feel like I'm just always on here about Buff Chick, but hi, what supplements do I take in the morning? Who knows? And one of those, and one of these. Oh, should we make this into like a little bit of a full day of eating too? Because my food has changed, it has dropped, which is a good thing. I think that my coach underestimated how little I have to eat in order to get lean. Part of that is just dieting history prior to even bodybuilding. Yes, there's a little bit of disordered history there. Before anybody jumps in the comments freaking out about, oh, bodybuilding's just an eating disorder. Bodybuilding is literally ordered eating. I spend so much more time not in a deficit than I do in. Here, Ruby, have yesterday's egg scraps. I literally just put it on the floor for her to eat, and then I wonder why she's a little scavenger. I also, part of the dieting history thing, I at one point was well over 220 pounds at 5'2". So yeah, I've got some extra skin, I have more fat cells, and that just is what it is, you know? Everybody always wants to know what I'm pouring into my greens. It is aloe vera juice, mostly because my coach told me to. It is soothing to the guts. I don't have like IBS per se, but I do have some digestive issues, which is literally so depressing because I would love nothing more than to be able to drink a Diet Coke, but I can't. If I drink, I even had one of the little short stack Sprite Zeros yesterday, so like I just had a hankering for a soda, an energy drink, something that's not just fucking bubbly water, and you know, it made my stupid tummy hurt. I did get a new scale. Look, it's blue to match everything else in my kitchen. It is unfortunately by the brand Noom. I mostly just wanted it for the aesthetics. I have many qualms with Noom, primarily that they're like low-key like coded eating disorder. I think that they're fucked in the head, but the scale is super aesthetic. And the other scale that I had, I got it on clearance at Target, and it used 2 batteries, not just one, and it ran through them so fast. Like I was having to buy batteries in bulk. It was dying once a week, and it was just like, you know what, this is crazy. Too many batteries. Y'all know I'm an oat bran girly because it's got a more similar texture to cream of rice being so totally gas. But now I'm eating Protein plus egg whites. So the key to making sure that your protein powder doesn't curdle in your hot oats is to let them cool for a minute. I also only use a half a scoop because I steal from a couple of different meals where I've got like 1.5 or 2 scoops of whey isolate because I am eating like 200 grams of protein a day. That way I can have a Buff coffee, which has 18 grams of protein. So I just kind of like steal here and there. Hands down, the best flavor for Protein is oatmeal cookie. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. I was begging for it to come back. It finally came back. Now I have Protein on my plan, so it's like the stars are aligned in my favor, I think. So again, I just take a half scoop, which I do weigh. That was almost perfect. 1 gram off. There we are. Okay, and it's like super finely milled because it's, I don't know, high quality. So you have to be really careful that it doesn't like sploosh and splash out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yuck. Get into it. Trader Joe's salted almond butter. You already know. Oh my god. There's nothing better in this world than Trader Joe's salted almond butter. I really wish I lived near a Trader Joe's. There's the Protein. Oh, so good. Egg whites, just a hot hunk and steaming pile, but this hot sauce, holy cow. I found it at Trader Joe's on my last rest day when I was desperately trying to keep myself out of the house. I was like, I got $100 I can blow. Let's go. Also, you know what? I realized when I got to the yoga studio that I forgot my Apple Watch. Still don't have it on, so I'm gonna be missing a bunch of the steps I've taken already today. But I decided, you know what? It's literally fine. I'm still going to get 10,000 track steps. That just means I'll be above and beyond. And like, since hot yoga isn't necessarily part of my prep protocol, like it's literally fine that that workout wasn't tracked. Relax, you know? Okay, so I'm about to really expose myself here with this Sunday reset. I like to keep y'all in the kitchen because the kitchen's nice. The kitchen's updated. But my house was built in 1936, which means that she's, well, you'll see. This isn't like cute, it's not aesthetic, and that is just my life. But I figured while I have energy for breakfast, I better get started on some of my to-do lists. I've got a mountain of laundry because I wear 2 or 3 outfits a day. I've got so much yard work to do. It's like 10 a.m. which I think is late enough that I could start doing yard work with like a lawnmower, because the neighbors back behind me were playing mariachi until I don't even know when. To be honest, I fell asleep on the couch because it was too loud in my room. So I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up around, I don't know, midnight, 12:30, and crawled back into bed. It was quiet at least. So part of me is like, how late were all of my neighbors up listening to mariachi? And will they hate me for starting my lawnmower? Full disclosure, I definitely did not take a shower because why? I'm about to do yard work. I did, however, remember to install my Apple Watch on my ankle because that's some valuable steps. If anybody knows what it is I'm supposed to do about this fucking forest of dandelions in my lawn, drop it in the comments. Please let me know. I'm so totally aware that just like mowing over the weeds probably made things worse, but upon further inspection, I've got like a turf builder thing here in the shed, and I think I just didn't spread enough. So after I weed eat, I'm just gonna spread it like crazy. Fun facts about the weed eater. My ex used to bitch about it all the time because yard work was very much his job, and he used to bitch about it. And now that I've done it, I think he was just too fucking stupid to figure out how it goes. Cause like, it's honestly not that hard to like wind this thing and make it so that it does the automatic feed. I thought maybe it needed more string, but I think I just wound it a little too tight last time. Thank God that's over with. I hate yard work. I'm gonna toss together a quick 1-minute lunch. I'm using cod from HUMMUS FAVE, code Alex. If I could, I would be eating some of their more delicious offerings, but I'm just adhering 100% to my meal plan now. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I made a couple of swaps so that I could include a 4.5, beautiful. Sorry for the microwave background noise, but I like to include one of these high fiber tortillas a day because it just helps keep me moving, especially when I eat so much protein. Like, I need a little help getting out, you know what I'm saying? Much to my chagrin, I'm out of shredded lettuce, so we're just gonna deal with that, I guess. Oh, and I only have 2 baby cucumbers left. Oh, and one of them's not even good. So normally I would take my little tortilla and put some shredded lettuce along with some, I've been enjoying this late July salsa. Break up some of this to put on here. How about some seasoning? I think on the taco I'm gonna do onion salt. On the fish I'm gonna do this truffle garlic. I'm clearly really into truffle as of late. And then to dip my cucumber into, some more of this Melinda's. Ah, it's so good. And here is my pathetic lunch. It's a little meager, but that's okay. I'm gonna take a shower after this. And then I'll probably have a snack like a buff coffee and a rice cake till I can get to the store later today. Oh my gosh, I just took an everything shower and it felt so good. I feel so refreshed. Although I also feel ready for a nap, so I'm going to have my buff coffee. This is too much water. The flavor du jour is creamy coffee. Oh, she's such a slay. Just lightly sweetened, a little bit creamy. I had to check and make sure that I have a backup. Because if I didn't have a backup, that could be the end of the world. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Need this sustenance to take me through the blow drying process. I honestly hate blow drying my hair. I get sweaty, hot, irritable, but it is the only way, especially with bangs and bangs in a grow out phase, to have like decent hair. So it must be done. I just put like a 1/4 cup of cashew milk in there these days, and it's just enough to make it magnifique. Yeah, that's good. That literally took 10 minutes. I don't know why I always make such a big deal out of it. I'm just gonna let my bangs chill in this roller for a bit while I do some computer work. On Sundays, the only computer work that I have is programming. I have some powerlifting, like a handful of powerlifting clients, and I like to update their programming weekly so that if like some of their projected numbers just aren't hitting or whatever, we can modify and I can modulate like how many accessory movements they have and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna turn on some TV and chill. I really need to, it's 1 p.m. and how many steps do we have? Any guesses? Any guesses? Where do you think we are after mowing the lawn, but also forgetting it this morning? Are you ready? 5,600. So I've got about 5,000 more to do. I think between going to the grocery store and taking her for a walk, that'll be easy money. Me just like, yes, let's be in the kitchen some more. Yes, because it's so pretty in here. I've emerged from the depths of programming. I don't say it's hell, but it's a task. It requires some mental abilities. And it's lunchtime. I'm going to have a spiced chicken full today. I've cut these out of like my daily rotation, but I keep them in occasionally. Like today, I know the chicken just keeps me so full, physically full. It takes longer to digest. So I know that this will carry me through like until dinner time because it's 2 p.m. right now. 2 o'clock on the dot in my drop top, cruising the street. This puppy was still frozen, so she needed some defrosting before I toss her in the pan. Oh, the poor girl wants to know why she doesn't get to come to the grocery store. Because she's a menace, that's why. I've got my list. I'm at the, my brain doesn't work. If I don't bring a list with me, I will forget things that I need. Grocery store fit check. I got on Paragon leggings, and look at this cute little sweater. I found it at TJ Maxx the other day. I love her so much. And a Paragon top and my yellow Crocs. Of course, with a fresh blowout, but absolutely no makeup on. It's fine. I have chapped lips and a full belly. Pro tip, never, ever, ever go to the grocery store when you're hungry. I know that I would have bought, even though I'm being very strict right now, I know that I would have bought like way too much produce, shit that I don't need. I would have been more tempted to buy like 0-calorie drinks and sodas that I know my digestion can't handle. So I also always make sure to park near a cart return and bring my own reusable sacks. I was totally prepared to take you guys into the store with me, but then I chickened out because it was really busy. I just love Fred Meyer though. Seltzer water, since we can't drink soda. No, I'm not salty about that. And then for the most part, it's just a lot of produce. We've got spinach, we've got crunchy greens, we've got mini seedless cucumbers. They only had the organic kind, yeehaw. Asparagus was on sale, yum, love her. More salsa, it's chipotle, yum. Some mushrooms. More of the mini carb balanced tortillas, because these have 13 grams of fiber and the bigger ones have, or these have 12 and the bigger ones have 14. So, but these have significantly less calories. A note on these, by the way, this is why you can't ever just trust a nutrition label, because this says that it's 40 calories. But we have 2.5 grams fat, which is 22-ish calories. We've got 3 grams of protein, which is 12 more calories. Okay, so we're at 35 already before we've even counted the carbs. So now what they've done is they've counted net carbs. There's only 1 net carb for 4 more calories, and that's how they derive this 40 calories per wrap. Now the reality is that a gram of fiber has anywhere from 2 to 4 calories in it. The difference is that it doesn't affect blood sugar. The calories still count. Okay, thanks for coming to my TED Talk on that. Chalky rice cakes, yum. Raspberries, I also got some blueberries, but they opened up and spilled everywhere when I was in self-checkout. First of all, hate self-checkout. I don't fucking work there. Why am I working here? Secondly, it was really embarrassing and I was like, no, it's fine, I don't want any more, I just want to go. And then I got a couple of the lowest calorie Takis. I like to have those as a treat sometimes. These are 20 calories as opposed to the typical 25. And they're always out of my favorite flavor, watermelon. I would spring for the extra 5 calories for watermelon. Oh, and this is a brow pencil by NYX. Hopefully it's a good shade of red. Oh my God, genuinely. So I only have one SD card because I lose them because I'm dumb. And it was full, so I was like, oh, I'll just delete some old footage because I know I haven't formatted this for a couple YouTube videos now. I'm pretty sure I deleted footage from this vlog. So went to the grocery store, gave you the haul. Hopefully you still have that. It was mostly just bubbly waters and produce. And then we went on a hot girl walk. Ruby, how was the walk? Ruby, how was it? How was it, girl? Tell them. Sit. Oh, very good. Can you give me a paw? Lay down. Oh, good puppy. We had a very good walk. Just a little hot girl walk. Hopefully we got all of our steps. Let's see. 11,900. There we go. The goal is 10K, baby. Get it in your face. So now I'm going to make a protein shake. I'm actually going to do it for TikTok because somebody said that mixing strawberry milkshake and fudge brownie is like a Neapolitan. It's delicious. This is what I told TikTok. Basically, when I was a kid, I liked Neapolitan ice cream. It was my favorite, mostly due, I think, to lack of exposure, but also I thought it was cool that it was like 3-in-1, right? Because make no mistake, I was a little fat fuck. The problem is that it stressed me out when the flavors got blended together, and I would always go vanilla first, then strawberry, then chocolate. Maybe this is different because it's intentional, but it doesn't stress me out. Ugh, you guys, I'm so tired. It's 7 o'clock, which is the perfect time to have dinner, I guess. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, what happens after this? What am I doing? My brain doesn't work. I feel like it's too early to be this stupid, but maybe it's just because I'm tired. Having a dinner of, yes, you guessed it, more cod and some asparagus, which I burnt, unfortunately, but I know that this made about 3 servings, so I'm just gonna take a third. Yeah, burnt to a crisp. But it's also like, I spent money on it, and I don't want to have wasted my money. You know what I mean? I thought about mixing it up, but I'm just gonna go with the good old Melinda's garlic truffle because it's so good. Here's how I'm gonna break up my evening. I'm gonna watch an episode of Fallout. Is anybody else watching Fallout? Are you enjoying it? I love it. I love anything dystopian. A lot of the books that I read they like lean dystopian. It's either fantasy or dystopian. Sometimes a demon fucker book, but I would classify that. Don't ever interrupt me again. I would classify demon fuckers as fantasy, you know? Oh my God, I just had a brand new understanding of the phrase growing like a weed, because the weeds that I literally just lawnmowed over today, like so many of them, already tall again, already sticking their freaking necks out, like, please. This is a Costco special. Truffle, Parmesan, black garlic, truffle. See, so we got a lot of like garlic and truffle going on. A little bit of heat. So good. It's actually really mushy. I think by the end of prep, that's one thing that I always look forward to, is having food that is like just literally not mushy. Please. I thought maybe you guys would like to see what I'm having for dessert. So I'm taking one of the cocktail cucumbers that I got at the grocery store and squirting some hot sauce on it. If you close your eyes, it's almost like a crumble cookie. Unpopular opinion, I think crumble cookies like a little overrated. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll go. My boyfriend and I used to go like, I don't know, once a week, maybe every other week, just to split one. And it was good, but personally, I enjoy baking. I think they're just good because there's a lot of sugar. I need to go back to TJ Maxx and get a couple more bottles of this. There's something that's just literally so good about being prepped and prepared and ready for the next day. I just took a bath. I was gonna do like this cute little like bath time montage. But then I realized that like my house is low-key kind of ugly. And I didn't feel like showing that off. Again, for the second time in this vlog. Also, okay, this is so silly, but I had never really felt any type of way about my hands until I got on TikTok. And then there were a couple of people that would leave comments like, are your hands like that from lifting? Why are your hands like that? And I'm like, what do you mean? But what I've realized over time is that these are blue collar hands. I have blue collar man hands, like minus the size, because I'm not a large person. So I have come to accept that about myself. But anytime I do any sort of like scene where I'm like holding something like this, it's not gonna focus because of my face, but I'm holding it like this. Like I look at my fingers with the hangnails because I don't take care of them, and like these manly little hands, and I'm like, that's not cute. That just isn't cute. So then I overthink it, second guess it, and don't post it. What if I pulled out of here? Am I gonna have to watch this freaking footage back to double check what I've pulled out? Look how cunty they are though. I would love to tell you what flavor reds I'm drinking, but I can't. It's coming in a month or two, I think. I feel like, I was just thinking about this though, but I feel like every time I prep, I feel like my body loses fat differently. It also deposits fat differently. And I think this time, part of what is kind of freaking me out is that I'm losing it much more evenly. And more specifically, I'm losing more from back here faster than I ever have before. This is always the last to go, and I'm gonna be honest, I think my glutes have only been in for one show. Part of that is because glutes were a weakness until last season, my 2022 season. And my glutes came in last season. I also dieted harder and longer and had a totally different PED protocol. So I don't know. It's my job to just trust my coach and execute my protocol though. I walk the talk. It's what I expect of my clients. It's how I perform for my coach. I'm just doing what I'm told. Controlling everything that's within my control, which is what I put in my mouth, how I behave at the gym, the cardio sessions and the intensity that I bring to those. Am I sleeping enough? Am I recovering enough? Those are my jobs. I'm going to